What's going on, everybody? It's Tajay, Mr. Good Vibes Only, coming to you live from my house with terrible lighting, but it's not a big deal because I'm really just here to talk. I don't really have too much you don't really need to see my face, but over the past few weeks, been really stressing out, man. Really stressing out. The fact of the matter is, I found out about 2 weeks ago that my job was doing layoffs and that a certain percentage of us would lose our jobs. And the crazy thing about that is you don't know who is safe and who's not. And we won't find out until March 12th. But with that is brought an enormous amount of stress to my life. In the sense that I can't necessarily pinpoint if I am actually one of the chosen few. So it brings this worry, like, what if I don't have a job when April 1st comes? What if on the 12th I find out that I'm not one of the ones chosen and I still don't have anywhere to work? I don't have any work. And I don't know, it's really been bothering me so much so that I find myself slipping into a place of not depression, but when I get stressed, I find myself eating things that I shouldn't. And the crazy part is I've been I've been vegetarian, and I really haven't eaten any meat for the last 3 months or so. And I find myself really wanting to eat things that I know aren't good for me. I even entertained the idea of McDonald's earlier today. I woke up early because my cat had to go to the vet, and I was like, it's early in the morning, I'm up, might as well go get either some donuts or whatever, I don't know. Then I thought about, you know what, maybe some McDonald's would be good too. And at that point I was like, you're tripping, bro. You are tripping. I just couldn't bring myself to do that, one, because I'm not cool with the quality of meat that McDonald's has, for one. That's beyond me, for real. So that's been happening. That's been weighing really heavy on my heart, really heavy on my soul. So much so that I find my wallet's burning. And in that sense, it's like when I get stressed, I just want to spend money. And I realized that was something that my mom used to do a lot. Was in her most stressful moments, she would just spend the money. That way, in a sense, when you don't have the money, you have a reason to be stressed. It's almost like you don't feel like the reason that you're stressing is good enough reason to stress, so you make it and compound it to make it worse than it is, so you can really stress. It's like a neurotic thing, and it's not necessary. But in that, I found out that anytime I'm stressing, I shy away from social media, I shy away from my family, my friends. I literally just go away. And what I've noticed is my life is not going to grow if I don't push through the adversities as opposed to shying away from them. And it's those moments when you're like at your lowest that you need to rely on other people. Let people have your back. Not try to handle it by yourself. Because here's the craziest part. Usually if I get into these funks, who's to say how long it lasts? Who's to say how much I just put my life on hold because I decided not to talk or not to keep doing the things that I know would actually make it better? You know what I mean? Instead of spending money on food or spending money on eating out, I should spend the money paying my gym membership and going to the gym and doing the things that I know can get the frustrations out. You know what I mean? So with that being said, tonight I got fed up, and instead of binging and eating bad I decided to cook me some peppers, and I got some onions chopped up here. Got 2 poblanos. I'm gonna make some snow peas. I got some broccoli and some squash in the oven. I'm tired of losing my will or giving it up just to the situations of life. Things are going to happen. Things are going to happen to you, and you're not going to be able to explain why. But what you can do is fight through it, and you don't have to be you don't have to subject yourself to the negative sides. You don't. It's a choice. Yes, negative things happen. Yes, they may get you down a little bit, but it's your fault if you stay down, even if it's not your fault that you are down. So I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna get my mind back right, and I'm coming back on top of this. Every setback is a setup for a comeback, and I realize that every time something like this happens in life, it's purposeful. It's necessary for me to go through these things so I can be the person that I want to be the person that I need to be, and actually reach the goals that I'm wanting to attain. I have to humble myself. It's humility, it's experience, it's wisdom, and you grow from this. And either you don't or you do. And I'm choosing to grow. I'm choosing not to let it keep me down. So this is Tajay coming to you saying that life is only 10% what happens to you. It's 90% how you choose to react to it. And right now I'm coming back with a vengeance, because I can't let life keep me down just because it knocked me down. If you land on your back and you want life to knock you down and knock you on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. And that is the truest word from my mentor, Mr. Les Brown. I just want you to know that life is hard, but it doesn't have to be as difficult as we make it. Things happen, but do not let that be the end unless you're done. Unless you want to change paths, then you can let it go. But if you, sometimes you're gonna have to go through a little adversity. It's necessary. Love.